My mother-in-law said I wasn't pretty enough for her son. Then my glow-up destroyed her. The engagement dinner was at this fancy steakhouse downtown, the kind where they don't list prices on the menu, and the butter comes in those little glass dishes. I wore my favorite navy dress, spent like an hour on my makeup, and actually felt good about myself for the first time in months. Patricia showed up in head-to-toe Chanel, air-kissing everyone except me. She even hugged the waiter like they were old friends, but walked right past me to her seat. Halfway through dinner, Luke excused himself to the bathroom. That's when Patricia leaned across the table. You know, Luke could have had anyone. Models, lawyers, women who actually take care of themselves. Then she looked me up and down. I'm just worried you won't age well. Have you considered Botox? Maybe a personal trainer? I felt my face burning. His aunt literally choked on her wine. When Luke came back, I excused myself, went to my car, and just sat there shaking. That's when I realized something. I wasn't crying because she hurt my feelings. I was crying because part of me believed her. I'd spent 2 years trying to be good enough for this family, shrinking myself, apologizing for existing. That night, I texted Luke that I needed space. 3 days later, I called off the engagement. Everyone thought I'd lost my mind. My own sister said I was overreacting. Luke kept calling, sending flowers, promising his mom would apologize. But I was done performing for people who saw me as a fixer-upper project. I moved to a different city, started therapy, got serious about my graphic design career. Not because I wanted to prove anything to Patricia, but because I needed to prove something to myself. 2 years went by. I barely thought about Luke or his family anymore. My design agency was thriving, and I'd been invited to speak at this massive charity gala about creative entrepreneurship. The venue was gorgeous, crystal chandeliers everywhere, waiters with champagne trays. I was backstage reviewing my notes when I heard someone say Patricia's name. Turns out she was on the board and had organized the whole event. When they introduced me, I walked out in this red dress I'd designed myself, hair slicked back, feeling powerful. I started my speech about overcoming self-doubt and building something from nothing. Mid-sentence, I locked eyes with someone in the third row, Luke. His jaw was literally hanging open. Next to him sat Patricia, squinting at the stage like she couldn't quite place me. After my speech, people swarmed me with business cards and questions. Luke pushed through the crowd. You look incredible. You are incredible. I've been following your work online. Can we talk? Before I could answer, Patricia appeared. Fake smile plastered on. What a lovely speech, dear. Have we met? I smiled back. Yes, actually, at a steakhouse 2 years ago. You gave me some career advice about personal trainers and Botox. I paused. Didn't take it, but thanks anyway. Her face went white. The woman standing next to her, the event co-chair, gave Patricia this look. Wait, this is the girl from the engagement story? The one you said wasn't? Patricia cut her off, turning to leave. Here's the part that still makes me laugh. Luke started apologizing, saying he'd grown up, that he'd actually been in therapy too, working through why he let his mother control everything. Part of me felt bad for him. But then the event photographer came over wanting pictures of me with the board members for their website. Patricia had to stand there smiling next to me for 15 photos, while the photographer kept saying, "Beautiful, you two look stunning together." I never got back with Luke, but I did get a handwritten apology from Patricia 3 weeks later. Apparently, after the gala, several board members questioned why she'd been so cruel to someone so accomplished. She'd had to sit through a whole meeting about fostering supportive environments. The wildest part? My business got 3 major clients from that event. Patricia's cruelty didn't destroy me. It redirected me. And honestly, that's the best revenge there is.